If you're looking for a smooth flow with a cool transition from a top bar knee hawks, this routine is for you. Like we mentioned to you, we have a very fun aerial hoop routine for you to try today. The poses, some of them are beginner friendly. The transitions are a little technical, so be mindful of that, but you get to learn a cool shape from the top bar knee hawks that's kind of crisscrossy, scissory.
I said Johnny Scissors.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, like Johnny Scissors.
Yes. You don't know who Johnny Scissors is?
No, I don't.
He's a man with scissors for hands.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, now I get the context.
Okay.
Okay, except we're doing this with our feet.
Oh, shoot.
We should have.
The inverse of Johnny Scissors.
Before we start, let's do a quick safety check. Let's make sure that we check our equipment, make sure everything is okay with your rigging and stuff. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. Then make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, we're leaving a playlist for you right up here. So if you haven't warmed up as yet, go check that out first and then come back to this routine. Make sure you're wearing the right clothing. I would recommend leggings for this routine because when we do that top bar pose that we were talking about where legs will rub against the top bar, and I've gotten kind of scratched by that. So, you know, I wore a dress. It's nice weather outside. I want to wear a dress. Not really the best thing to wear. Of course, make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with. They can be your GPS in the air, be your cheerleader, and if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Let's talk about music. So you cannot find the music for this routine synced up to this video. This is a tutorial video intended to teach you how to do the poses, to understand the transitions that we do between the poses, and also to help you understand the little tips and tricks that we use when we were learning the routine. But if you want to see it synced up to the music, what we did is we left a short for you right up here. This short is synced up to the music. Now, if you want to see this video on the big screen synced up to the music and see both of us doing it, come back to the channel on Friday. On Friday, we release a YouTube video where you can see both of us doing the routine, and you can see how it varies a little with two different people doing the same routine.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started!
So Taylor starts with holding high on both sides of the top bar. So she holds on both sides of the span set, and then she inserts one leg onto the hoop. And then she's going to bring her body a little forward so that her body can stay under the rigging point. And she's going to pivot off of that leg on the ground, spin the leg that is in the hoop backwards, and spin, spin, spin until the music changes. Then she's going to lift the leg that is in the back and extend it out to do somewhat of a split. She also pulls her upper body a little bit closer to the hoop to hold this a bit. Then she's going to bring that free leg between her body and the hoop and insert it into the hoop to come to a sit. And what she does is she holds onto the span set with her left hand and then brings her right hand closer to the span set, and she brings her body backwards and she looks away from the hoop as she releases her left hand and rotates her legs so that she can come into a mermaid pose here. Here she brings that top leg through so that she can hold this pose here. And then she comes back into the hoop and she brings that free leg behind the hoop as she threads her hand between. And she rotates her shoulders so she can come around. She holds onto the bottom bar and immediately lifts that free leg so that she can come into this pose here. Here she's going to cross her legs together, and then she's going to bring her legs up and come into a sitting pose. So she's going to adjust her hands so that she can come back to a sit. So then from here, she's going to take her body weight into her hands and bring her legs to a hawks on the top bar. So she's going to hook both legs on the top bar, and she's going to adjust her upper body to come down a little. And then she's going to take her right leg and cross it over her left leg and bring it behind the hoop. And she's going to slide her left leg to the right side of the hoop and push her hips up while she's trying to keep her body as straight as she can to do this pose here. Then she's going to allow her legs to slide down and her hips to come and rest on the bottom bar. And she's going to hold this pose for a bit. Now she is going to release that right leg and bring it behind the hoop and release the left leg. And she's going to allow the left leg to pull her body down and come into this wine glass. Yes, so she holds this wine glass position. Then to come out of it, she just holds on back to the hoop, inserts her leg, and she can come back to a sit. So she's gonna have to pull her body to come back into a sit, and this is the end of the routine.
That was so much fun!
If you found this routine a little bit too challenging for you and you want something that's a little bit more beginner friendly and less technical, we're leaving a routine on screen for you. On top we're leaving the dance video, and at the bottom we're leaving a tutorial video. And this routine is really beautiful, has some really beautiful transitions, but they are a lot easier if you are new to hoop.
Until next time, bye!